Now I'm going in. I'm like, look at how hard I'm going in. It's the only one. It's a little Lone Ranger over here. Okay, so this is where I get a little frustrated because in this mystery bag bundle right here. Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be doing a review of the newest MAC Cosmetics launch, and this is their fall collection. In today's video, I also will be doing a giveaway as I have recently reached the 1,000 subscriber milestone. This is my first milestone. I'm super excited about it, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. As I have reached the 1,000 subscriber, I wanted to, reward you guys, show my appreciation, and give a little something back to you guys. If you have yet to subscribe, I do encourage you guys to do so. So if you are interested in finding out more about the MAC Tempting Fate collection, my opinions, swatches, the whole shebang, and if you're also interested in finding out what I have for my special 1,000 subscriber giveaway and how to enter, then keep on watching. So as you can see, my makeup is already done, and I'm going to walk you through how I created this look. I have been doing my reviews like this more recently. After I've done the makeup, I have more conclusive ideas as to how I feel about the collection. And so I hope you guys enjoy the videos in this format. So this, as I said, is the fall collection. Very beautiful packaging. And this is the box, very similar to the actual packaging of the products. So in this collection comes lipsticks. It does come with 6 different shades. I got 4 out of the 6. It also comes with an eyeshadow palette, as you saw, and it also comes with 3 Kohl pencils. I did get 2 out of the 3. It also comes with a strobe face glaze, which they do have 2 different shades. I did not get this because I'm not a huge fan of face glazes, like an eye brush, and then also a Fix Plus with a shimmery golden finish to it. But I have so many setting sprays and I have so many MAC's Fix Plus, I did not need that. So first I went in with the eyeshadow palette, and this is called Feast Your Eyes. This is the actual palette. Is this not one of the most stunning eyeshadow palettes you have ever seen? So as I said, the packaging is absolutely beautiful. Even the actual eyeshadows are like embossed and textured, and it's really pretty. So from first glance, it's a beautiful palette, and I do like the sturdiness of it. It's a good quality palette from the feel of it. It is like a cardboard, but it's a little bit thicker, and I really like that. And then it does come with a decent sized mirror as well, which I do appreciate. This is actually a palette with 3 brand new textures, brand new formulas from MAC. So I was really excited about this. So when you take a look, you're seeing some coppery shades, brown, that nice green, gold, and some plummy shades, which I do think color scheme wise, color selection is definitely on par. It matches with the fall theme. These 2 right here are the Leather Luster formulas, which are the only ones that are not like metallic. They are actually, I believe the plum shade is as well. Yes, it is, sorry. So this one here as well. So this, and this are all like the matte formulas, but it's this new Leather Luster formula. And upon actual touch with your finger, it feels like a cream eyeshadow. It almost has like maybe a little bit of a waxy feel to it. It's hard to describe, but it's very creamy. And when you do swatch it, they swatch beautifully. As you can see, they're very pigmented upon swatch, and they look very creamy on the skin, but also matte. They did blend out really well. So the first thing that I did was go in with this shade right here, Yesterday's Gossip. I went in with a brush. And I was having a little bit of difficulty. Now, it's not the darkest shade, but I did feel like because it's so creamy, but it's not like, I don't know if it's almost comparable to the ColourPop Super Shock shadows. They feel kind of creamy like that. These are almost harder. So it was almost hard to pick up the product. Like I felt like it wasn't coming off on the brush. It was a little bit frustrating, but I did build it. It took a little extra time, I felt, to build up the shade. But it got there. And then I did actually go in with my finger and I applied it all over the lid to build up the pigmentation, and I did find that it worked better with my finger. Unfortunately though, these types of shades are the shades I would want to apply in the crease, and I'm not gonna go in with my finger and blend out. Now that being said, I did get the effect I wanted, but I felt like it was more difficult with a brush than I wish it would have been. Like I just felt like it wasn't picking up the product as well as I wanted it to. So that was the one thing I would say about this formula, but I do have to say it does look really creamy on the skin. Like if you were to have textured eyelids, I think these would be nice. They're not going to emphasize texture. They look very smooth on the eye, very easy to work with, and very foolproof. So I did really like the formula. If it would maybe kind of work better on a brush, that was the one complaint. Okay guys, so I had a mishap here and I unplugged my microphone, finished my video, then realized I unplugged the microphone, and now we're back. So I apologize if I'm a little like all over the place. So where did I leave off here? I did then go in with this shade here, the dark brown. This is like a nice rich chocolatey brown, and I did use a brush to darken up the crease. As you can see, this formula, as much as it doesn't necessarily pay off as easily, quickly, and as well as I would have liked it to, I do feel like it is really pretty, and it is very creamy and rich, and that like almost satiny finish. Like it's not, doesn't have a sheen, but it has like, I don't know, it doesn't look dry at all. It looks very like creamy and hydrating almost on the eye, and it looks very smooth. I just carved out the crease, you know, darkened it up a bit. I didn't go too crazy, and I did have to build it a bit, but this one was a little bit easier to work with because it was darker. Is it as dark as I expected it to be? No. Like when you look at this pan, it's quite dark. This is as dark as I could get it. Now I might be able to build it a little bit more, but I tried. Like I built it a few times. So it isn't as pigmented and rich as I would have liked it to be, but it did the job. The crease looks great and it blended out beautifully. So not bad. I then went in with this shade here, which is the shade All That Jam. It is a nice like coppery orangey shade, and it is the Prismetallic. This is definitely the formula that I am most impressed by in this palette. It's the only one. It's a little Lone Ranger over here. Is that not stunning? It's pigmented, it's creamy, it has pretty much zero fallout, and it is really, it's just beautiful. It's a very, very, very beautiful shade. So I really liked that formula, and I honestly wish that there were more of those in this palette. I popped that in the center of the lid. Then I went in with this shade here, Velvet Vamp, which is a really, really nice shade. It's like kind of like a golden shade, but it is one of their sparkler shades, which is new as well. And it is beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong, that's super pretty. And when you use your finger, it definitely pays, like it transfers better. You get better payoff. It is kind of that like glitter topper though. So it is a little bit more of a sheer formula. You'd apply it over the lid to add a little bit of glitter, but it's not the most pigmented. It doesn't compare to like this shade here. Do you know what I mean? Like you can see that richness, that creaminess all the way through. It's more opaque. And so it was okay because I do like those glitter toppers, but then there's like 5 of them in this palette. And I feel like I would rather see more of the Prismetallic shades than the sparklers, but unfortunately that's not how this palette went. I then went in with the brown and smudged it along the lower lash line, blended that out, and then I went in with the green, which I was super pumped about. Love a green lower lash line moment. Love it. This is one of the sparklers, and I was not as impressed as I thought I would with this shade. Like it looks kind of flat. It's not that shimmery, it's not that bright. It is pigmented, but when you apply it with a brush, you don't get the best payoff. And because I was going in with the lower lash line now, okay, so this is where I get a little frustrated because I am now re-recording this part of the video. I have gone in with something else to show you what I would have wanted. So this eye look is looking a little bit better all of a sudden, is it not? Did you notice? Green right here is not the one in this palette, so I apologize for the confusion. It was a lot less bam, bright, pigmented, rich. It was a little bit disappointing, to be honest. I then went in with this shade here in the inner corner and on the brow bone. It was another one of those sparklers, which is fine, but I just felt like there were, as I said, too many of them. I feel like if I were to pick two of the sparklers to keep, it would be the gold and this kind of champagne-y rosy gold type shade. I do feel like those are the two shades I would look for as glitter toppers, but this one here definitely lacked punch, lacked pigmentation. And then this one here, it's a little better than the green, I'll give it that. Like if you look at it here, it's definitely a little more pigmented and it is quite pretty. So after doing all that, I did kind of forget about the eye pencils for a hot moment. So that's why I had mascara on this eye already. But I did go in with the shade Pine for Me, and it is a beautiful, beautiful like green matte, like Everest piney green. Really pretty. I love their formula. It's smudgeable, so it's easy to work with, pigmented, long wearing. I did the lower lash line, turned it into a wing. It was beautiful, rich. It is a beautiful pencil, and if you're looking for like a fall eye pencil, maybe specifically for a green, I definitely recommend this one. It is one that I did really enjoy. I then went in with this one, which is Better Than Beige. It is the second one that I got. This one was not so impressive. Now I'm going in, I'm like, look at how hard I'm going in. It's not that pigmented. And it is underneath something here, so I will pop up other footage. It's just, it didn't really show up all that well, not in the waterline at all, and it didn't even really show up on the skin. So I personally would say I would pass on this one. I don't think it's the best of the best, and I just wasn't impressed with the payoff of it, to be honest with you. So that is what I did for this eye look from the collection. Then I went in with lips. So I went in with the shade Tarnished Reputation, which is a matte formula. Super, super, super pretty. Like, look at how pigmented that is. So good. I really, really liked it. Definitely pretty. Recommend it. Recommend the matte formula in general, but especially this shade. It's described as a deep pumpkin, and I really think that it fits so well in with the fall theme. I then went on top with the shade On a Petal-Still. Do you get it? Petal-Still, Petal-Still. It is a pink shade, a neutral, how did they describe it? Help me, Mac. Help me with my color descriptions. Neutral pink, I was right. So this is the shade that I went in the center with. Really, really pretty. It is in the formula Amplified Cream. And so it's like a pigmented yet sheeny kind of, like it has a nice sheen to it. So it is really, really pretty. I recommend the formula as well. And I really love that shade. It's probably my favorite out of all four that I got because it's the most neutral, the most nude. And then I got the shade Burnished Beige, which is a little bit more of like a tanny kind of nude. And again, really fits in with the fall theme. So I like that. This is also in the Amplified Cream. And then Bittersweetie is described as a fuchsia, but I personally think it looks a little bit more like cranberry. I don't know. I really, really like that shade as well. Again, I think all four that I got really fit into the fall theme. And so I personally recommend all the lipsticks. Love the colors and the formulas. I do recommend the Pine for Me eye pencil 100%, and I would say pass on the other one. I personally don't love it. Then for the eyeshadow palette, honestly, my final opinion is I personally don't think you all need to run out and grab it right now, because I do feel like the payoff is just not there like I wish it would be. I feel like the matte shades are so pretty. They're good. They're just not like great. They're not mind-blowing. I feel like their Powder Kiss formula is so much better. It's just quicker to work with. It's more pigmented. It's easier to get and build and get that payoff. It is a beautiful creamy formula, but you do kind of have to work for it. The Prismatallic is so stunning, but there's only one, and that was disappointing. I wish that the green would have been a Prismatallic. This purple could have been a Prismatallic, and they would be, I feel like, even better. The green was just not for me. I didn't love it. And the sparklers are nice. I just feel like there were too many of them, like maybe one or two, but I feel like they aren't bam. They aren't bam. And I will show you in a minute what I did apply to my eyes that really just shows you that bam. And so unfortunately, this isn't my favorite palette from MAC. I love MAC. It's not horrible by any means, but it's definitely not the best. And it's not like the cheapest of the items, you know? Like, you're still spending $59 Canadian. That's a lot of money for something that's good, not like great. So that is the end of today's review. I hope you guys enjoyed and found it helpful. And now, without further ado, let's get into the giveaway. The palette that I'm talking about that I did apply on my lids when I was recording without a microphone to really show you what good metallics look like is actually the product that I will be giving away to you. So in this mystery bag bundle right here, we have one of my absolute favorite palettes from one of my absolute favorite brands, and that is the Mega Mothership palette. So this is the Celestial Divinity eyeshadow palette. I really love it. It has a lot of metallic in here. There's a few mattes, but this is mainly one that I grab when I want lid toppers, when I want something to really bam, shine, and really bring my look to a new level. I did go in with this shade right here, and I did pop that on the lid, and it really brightened things up. It showed you the difference between the MAC palette and this one. Like, this is so much more pigmented and bam, and MAC comes out with really great metallics too. I'm not shaming the brand by any means, but this was just to show you what I was looking for. And then I did go in with this shade here to really show you a nice green, to compare it to that green. So that's kind of why I was a little disappointed, and that is why I love this palette so much. There's so much fun to play with, and I really love it. There's a lot of color and shimmer and shine. There's a few mattes, and there are a few metallics that are a little more low-key as well for those of you that maybe aren't into like craziness all the time. So I really recommend this palette, and one of you lucky viewers will be winning this in today's giveaway as well. So this is what's in here. I'm not going to open it because it's going to one of you. So, and then last but not least, we have another Pat McGrath product, and that is my absolute favorite lipstick from the brand. It is in the Blitz Trance formula, which is so incredible. It's like a creamy formula with like a shimmer finish, so it really makes your lips look nice and zhuzhed and pouty and juicy without being too glossy. It's not very glossy. It's almost like a satin finish with a shimmer in it, but not too glittery. It's so pretty. It's really honestly beautiful. And it is in the shade Lady Stardust, which is one of my favorites. So that is the giveaway for one of you lucky viewers. And now I will get to how to enter. So all you have to do is step 1, subscribe to my channel. Step 2, comment on this video down below. Go to the comments and put in your Instagram handle, Instagram username, however you want to call it. Step 3, there will be a link in the description below. Go over to my Instagram page and make sure you're following me on Instagram. I will be checking. That is all you have to do. So subscribe to my channel, comment on this video, your Instagram handle, and then head over to Instagram and follow me over there as well. And you're entered in today's giveaway. If you would like additional entries, I will also be posting a photo of this giveaway. You can tag a minimum of 1 person on the photo to get additional entries as well. I will list all of how to enter down below too to explain it a little bit better. Honestly, I really appreciate each and every one of you that has subscribed. This is to celebrate my 1,000 subscribers, my first milestone, and hopefully many more to come. So I appreciate each and every one of you that has subscribed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for some swatches up close of this collection. Good luck to each and every one of you that enters, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.